Testing, 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 testing. What's good? It's your boy JC. We are back with another episode of Any Who Podcast. How y'all feeling, man? I missed y'all. Hope y'all doing well, bro. It's been warm in Philly, bro. They don't know how to act, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They don't even know how to act. It's been warm in Philly and people been acting a fool out here, bro. You feel what I'm saying? But we here, bro, and we living. And we've been watching basketball. March basketball, man. It's been, March basketball is that time of year where you got half the teams in the league that's not playing well. They're not playing for nothing because they trying to tank. And then you got the other half of the teams that's really, fighting for their position in the standings right now. So it makes for some good games, some really good games. Like last night, we had the Pistons and the Cavs. That was a really good game. Then you got some other games that's just like, bro, I'm not trying to watch this game. We're not going to talk about the Lakers in this video, but I will say this right now about the Lakers is they got some easy ones. You feel me? They got some easy ones, so they looking good right now because they got some easy Johns. You feel me? They got some easy Johns. They beat up on the Kings. They beat up on the Pelicans. They beat up on somebody else before that too. They looking well right now after the debacle they had with the who's going to take the last shot situation or whatever. And Luka passed the ball to Bron, and Luka was like, Bron was like, I don't know. Luka had a good shot. You feel what I'm saying? That was nasty work by Bron. I'm not even gonna hold you, Bron. That was crazy because you've been through it. You've been through the fire. So I don't even know. That was kind of crazy. You threw my man Luke under the bus on the lowest of keys. On the lowest of keys. But you know how Brian be, bro. Brian straight throw you on the bus on the lowest of keys. Like he'll send a cryptic tweet out on the smoothest of tips, bro. You feel what I'm saying, Paul? That was crazy. But you know what I mean, bro? He'll send a crazy tweet out. You feel me? Hey, y'all looking crazy out here. But that's not what we talking about here. In this live stream, we're going to break down the Eastern Conference, bro, because the Eastern Conference has been heating up, and I can't tell who's going to win the Eastern Conference, bro. You look at the top four in the standings, you got the Pistons, you got the Knicks, you got Boston, Pistons, Knicks, Boston, who am I missing? Pistons, Knicks, Boston, and the Cavs. You got the Cleveland Cavaliers, bro, and this is a four-way race, bro. Either four of these teams right here, I feel like they can win the Eastern Conference right here. That's why I feel like this is a toss-up, bro. Either one of these teams can beat each other. And I've been looking at the games this week and the last 2 weeks. Last 2 weeks, they've been playing each other. You feel what I'm saying? And it feel like the Pistons, they have the Knicks number. You feel what I'm saying? The Pistons have a good read on the Knicks. They also played each other last year in the playoffs, and the Knicks beat them in the playoffs. You feel what I'm saying? And knocked them out. That was their first little experience in the playoffs together as a group. And now it look like they coming back with a vengeance. Every time they see them, they really trying to beat them. They finding ways to beat them. They're being physical with them. Every time they play each other, it's like playoff atmosphere. And it look like the Pistons are up to the challenge. You feel what I'm saying? It look like the Pistons get the better of the Knicks. So I feel like the Pistons got the Knicks number. You feel what I'm saying? But then you got them going up against the Cavs. They just played each other back to back. In the first game that they played each other this weekend, the Pistons won, but the Cavs didn't have Donovan Mitchell or James Harden. You feel what I'm saying? They didn't have neither one of their stars in there. You feel me? With that being said, it was still a very close game. You had Evan Mobley going crazy. You had Jarrett Allen stepping up. Jarrett Allen been looking way better since James Harden been on the team. So with those two coming together, you feel what I'm saying? They got a pretty potent offense. So even without the stars, they were able to have a close game with the Pistons that went to overtime. The Pistons end up outlasting the Cavs and winning that game. But then we run it back last night. And then the Cavs, they got James Harden, no Donovan Mitchell. And James Harden comes in and they get the dub. You feel what I'm saying? And they beat the Pistons. And to me, looking at the difference between those two games, it really was just James Harden. You feel me? That was the difference between the two games. And with James Harden, the way that he playing with the Cavs right now, we're going to dive into them. I guess we'll dive into them first because I wasn't going to dive into the Pistons first. But we'll dive into the Cavs first. Is that how I feel about the Cavs is that with James Harden now on this team, it unlocks the offense to a whole completely new level, bro. It got new heights, bro, will be seen with this offense. So what they've been doing is that, James Harden, he one of the nastiest, best point guards when it comes to that pick and roll. What they've been doing is they've been putting that pick and roll with a guard, a shooter, and either Jared Allen or Evan Mobley. Double screen at the top of the key. One of the guards, they pick and pop. The big, he goes to the rim. That third defender, that low man, he going through hell right now. Think about the worst test that you ever took, bro. SAT, whatever the worst test, because some of y'all, the SAT was a breeze. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe it was that math test that you took, a final that you almost failed. You feel me? That's what the low man going through every time. He going down there like, what am I supposed to do down here? He make a wrong decision. They got enough shooters on the perimeter that James Harden make one pass and you either get hit in the eye with a three, right in the head, bang, Melo style. You feel me? With a three, or James Harden got the defender behind him in jail and he laying the ball up. You feel what I'm saying? This offense is ridiculous. Having double bigs have to be James Harden's like best scenario. You feel what I'm saying? I can see why the Cavs is one of the places that he wanted to go, because this is like the best scenario for him in his pick and roll game. So he really has upped it. You feel what I'm saying? Jared Allen, Afro Samurai, my dog, you feel what I'm saying? He been going crazy because one, he a lob threat. Two, he got the Hartenstein little push shot. He got that little runner. You feel what I'm saying? He been knocking down that runner with James Harden over there. Even if you cheat, right? You cheat on James Harden, you come up a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? That means James Harden got to pass it early. He passed the ball early to Jared Allen. Jared Allen catches the ball around the free throw line. When he catches the ball around the free throw line, it's not the same as like catching a lob. You feel what I'm saying? He got to make a decision. Most bigs panic. Whoa, what I'm going to do? Can I put the ball on the ground? Can I dribble? You feel what I'm saying? Jared Allen can hit the shot, little runner from right there. You feel what I'm saying? Or he could pass the ball. You feel what I'm saying? Or he could take one dribble, power dribble, straight to the lane. You feel what I'm saying? So Jared Allen, Afro Samurai, he been unlocked. You feel what I'm saying? So you either got to deal with that, or you got to let James Harden just run down to the paint. You feel what I'm saying? Get an open layup. You feel what I'm saying? Or you bring three defenders, you feel me, early, and then you get hit in the head with a three-pointer on the side. You feel what I'm saying? We talking about all this. We not even talking about Donovan Mitchell, because Donovan Mitchell could just light it up whenever he want. You feel what I'm saying? So I really think that the Cavs got something going on. You feel what I'm saying? But what's the thing about the Cavs is that the Cavs are never healthy, bro. They're never freaking healthy when it comes to the postseason, bro. Somebody always hurt, a toe, you feel me, an elbow, you feel what I'm saying, an eyebrow, I don't know, bro. It's just always something, bro. It's always something when it comes to the Cavs, bro, in this postseason. So that's the one thing we really gonna have to worry about. We're worried about health, but that's everybody, right? But we worry about health, and we worried about James Harden, bro, because you know James Harden got a shaky, suspect record when it comes to the postseason. You feel what I'm saying? But we got D Mitch over there. And as far as I can tell, y'all let me know in the comments, bro. But I never felt like D Mitch lost because of D Mitch. You feel what I'm saying? I just never felt like he was the problem on his teams. You feel me? When he played with Utah, with Rudy Gobert and all them, I just felt like they wasn't ready to go to the playoffs and make a deep run. You feel what I'm saying? He came over here to the Cavs. You feel me? They just always has been injured. You feel what I'm saying? Darius Garland, always injured. He was even injured this year. I think he's still injured. You feel me? So I don't ever think he was the problem. So I think he can carry James Harden. I think James Harden can play consistently enough for them to make a consistent run, a real deep run into this playoffs, and maybe even win the East and make it to the finals. James Harden in the finals, bro. Can I get a hello? Can I get a hello there? You feel what I'm saying? That would be crazy, bro. Mitchell already playing like an MVP, right? He playing like an MVP level, bro. He defending very well. You feel what I'm saying? He's not an elite defender, but he's defending very well. And he's playing at an offensive level that's MVP level. You feel what I'm saying? So there you have it with the Cavs, bro. I feel like the Cavs is pretty good, bro. And you got the role players, bro, with Schroeder, Tyson. They've been playing really well, bro. The Cavs are serious, bro. The Cavs are back. They back to being serious. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, they one of them. They one of the teams, bro. They one of the four. But then you got the team that they beat last night but lost to 2 nights ago, which is the Pistons, bro, because the Pistons have been holding it down. I've been talking to y'all about the Pistons all season, bro. The Pistons have been holding it down, bro, and they are serious, bro. They are for real. When they come up against the best teams in the league, whether they be West teams or whether they be the East Coast teams, they have been beating them, bro. You feel what I'm saying? They haven't shrunk. They haven't done things where you just give up the league out of nowhere. You feel what I'm saying? It is looking like a Western Conference year. I ain't even gonna hold you. And we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that by the end of the video, because that's my ending take. You feel me? Because that's my ending question. I ain't gonna lie to you. But let me not jump ahead. You feel me? But What was I saying? Oh, Pistons. Pistons looking good, bro. Pistons looking good, bro. They looking serious. And they looking like a team that can make it. You got your star. You got Cade Cunningham. You feel what I'm saying? You got your vet and Tobias Harris. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, we know Tobias Harris from Philly. You feel what I'm saying? This is a perfect role for him because he don't got to do too much. He cool right here. Nobody depending on him for nothing. You feel what I'm saying? In Philly, we made a mistake. We made a mistake of making him the number 3 guy. Where you the number 3 guy, you get depended on. You feel what I'm saying? We depend on you for a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? So we was disappointed with that. But over there in Detroit, he just the vet. He's the vet. You feel me? He's the guy. He's the vet who he come in and give you that little spark whenever you need that little spark. Not coming because he start, but like you feel what I'm saying? He get that spark. Like, all right, Cade, Heaton, all right, Duran, all right, nobody making nothing shake. Let me make something shake. You feel what I'm saying? Then you got your role players that's been playing really well. Then you got then you got Duran. You feel what I'm saying? Playing like an all-star. He was an all-star this year. Told you, called it. You feel what I'm saying? Playing like an all-star. They got a solid team. They can make it. And this team is a core that can grow. But that's the whole thing. They're young. They're inexperienced. We seen it with the Thunder. They looked ready. Then they lost to Luka and them. You feel me? Then they came back the next year. You feel me saying? You seen it with Boston. They lost time and again in the playoffs. You feel me? Then they broke through. You feel me? This may be that year where the Pistons look good. They look like they can be able to win a championship and all that. You feel what I'm saying? But they just lose this year because of inexperience. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe blowing the lead. You feel me? Things like this can happen in young teams. We've seen it. You feel what I'm saying? And when I talk about the Western Conference tomorrow, you feel me? We're gonna talk about the Spurs and that, you feel me? Because that's something I'm little spoiler alert. But that's my thing with the Pistons, bro. They inexperienced, they got an inexperienced core, they got a young core. They made it to the first round in the playoffs last year and got beat by the Knicks. They was unhealthy, you feel me? They was unhealthy, but they still got defeated by the Knicks, you feel what I'm saying? So inexperienced. They look like they can beat the Knicks, but when it comes down to that 7-game series and people locking in on your little tendencies and all that, can you make it? We gonna see. You feel what I'm saying? We gonna see. But let's talk about the Knicks, bro. Now the Knicks, personally, the Knicks look the most playoff ready. Y'all heard me all year. I called it earlier in preseason. I felt like this was gonna be the year that the Knicks win. You feel what I'm saying? And so they got Jalen Brunson, who showed us time and time again that he's reliable, he's durable. You feel what I'm saying? He'll make it all the way up to the end of the playoffs. You feel what I'm saying? He's gonna give you his last. You feel me? He consistent. He can go get you a bucket. You feel what I'm saying? You got OG Anunoby, your solid defensive anchor. You feel what I'm saying? You got Mitchell Robinson, who give you that energy off the bench. He give you that spark. He get you those offensive rebounds, some second chance possessions. You feel what I'm saying? He get you all those. You feel me? Then you got Mikal Bridges, another Iron Man, never misses a game. You feel what I'm saying? You got Josh Hart, the heart of the team. Ironically, no pun intended, but the heart of the team. You feel what I'm saying? The energy of the team, spark plug. This looked like a team that you can put together, right? But then I seen them play the Cavs, bro. And not saying that the Cavs gonna beat them in the playoffs. You feel what I'm saying? That's a toss-up. But I seen them play the Cavs, bro. And I seen the Cavs this is what they did. Jalen Brunson wasn't on James Harden. They searched for Jalen Brunson. You feel me, man? They called a pick. Switch. Now Jalen Brunson is on James Harden. Not only we gonna put Jalen Brunson on James Harden, which is a mismatch, we gonna put Cat in the pick and roll with them, and now we got the 2 worst defenders on the court on us in every action. And I feel like teams can do that, bro. I feel like teams can hunt JB and then put Karl Anthony Towns and his slow ass in pick and roll action. And if you put him in that pick and roll action, he can get lost in the sauce. Both of them can get lost in the sauce. Jalen Brunson already undersized. You feel what I'm saying? Cat, he can't play defense. I don't even know if he's that interested in playing defense. Sometimes he don't even look interested in playing defense. So they're weak on that point of the defense, and I don't know how they're gonna Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, and those guys gonna make up for the weaknesses of their 2 best stars on defense. To the point where what we seen last year and in the playoffs last year was that you couldn't play Cat and Jalen Brunson sometimes at the same time in the game. To a certain point where you bitching Cat at the end of the game sometimes because you just like, bro, you just in the way. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't benching Brunson. You feel me? So you in the way. You got to go. I think that's a problem. You feel me? When you can't have your 2 best offensive weapons on the court at the same time because they so bad defensively, that's a no-go. You feel what I'm saying? So essentially you handicap and essentially you got 1 star, which is probably Jalen Brunson. You feel what I'm saying? You're going to keep Brunson out there for Cat. You feel what I'm saying? Are y'all going to be able to win like that? I don't know. You feel me? I don't know. I'm sorry. get a little excited. I don't know if y'all can win like that. You feel me? But as far as the style of basketball that they play, the toughness, the defense, the energy, the heart, the hustle, all that, you feel what I'm saying? That is basketball. That's playoff basketball. You feel me? That's something that you do in the playoffs. That's something that teams may have to switch to. You feel me? They may have to switch into a different mode when you get into the playoffs. They already play like that, so they don't have to switch into nothing. So that's something that, you feel me, I feel like they have advantage in, and that's why I picked them into the playoffs. And this is it. They've been playing like this for about 4 or 5 years at this point. You feel what I'm saying? Where they've been playing playoff basketball for a good minute. That's their brand of basketball. It's ironically playoff basketball 24/7. So that's why I feel like they got an advantage over these other teams. And it's their year, bro. They've been knocking at the door, bro. It's been a little trend that if you make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, you make it to the finals the next year. You feel what I'm saying? This may be that year. You feel me? No Indiana. Wide open, you feel what I'm saying? Then we got the dark horse. That's not really a dark horse because they're right up there in the standings. It's Boston, bro. Listen, Jaylen Brown, bro, he's been coming in and he's been playing quietly top 10, top 15 players of the league this year. You feel what I'm saying? He been playing like an MVP this year. You feel me? Definitely an all-star this year. And listen, bro, with him, the offensive style that they play with Joe Mazzulla over there, great coach. You feel what I'm saying? You got Peyton Pritchard stepping up, playing like a monster. Then you got Vucevic and Kata, who's been sufficient and playing in the big role. You feel what I'm saying? We thought they was going to be missing their bigs without Porzingis over there, and they haven't missed a beat over there. You feel what I'm saying? And did I mention Jaylen Brown? He's been playing like a goddamn monster over there. You feel what I'm saying? Elite wing players. You feel what I'm saying? Elite defense, bro. They got shooters on the wing. They still play 5 out. They still hunt those threes. They still good at making them. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, bro. This team is serious. We only worried about the health at this point. They don't got the depth to make it all the way through the playoffs, in my personal opinion. You feel what I'm saying? But let Jason Tatum come back. Because for real, that's what we're really building up to, bro. We've been hearing the reports. We've been hearing the reports since, like, I know I've been hearing the reports since probably January or something like that. And I think I mentioned it on one of these episodes. I've been hearing the reports since like January. So it's like we've been hearing reports of Jason Tatum. He got right to work as soon as he got injured. Like the next day, he got the surgery, like all that type of stuff. He was ready. He did everything right, and he did everything early, right on. And the new technology and this, that, and the third. You know, they got a lot of science and technology over there in Boston. You feel me? In Massachusetts, period. You feel me? So whatever he did, he been using stem cells and all types of stuff they got going on to the point where we're feeling like this man can come back this year. You feel what I'm saying? Come back for the playoffs. You feel me? He come back to the playoffs. Let's say he 75, 80%. That's still dangerous with a team that's playing this well right now. You feel what I'm saying? They already built like that. They already built to withstand missing one of their stars. You feel what I'm saying? Because they had 2 stars that was just that good anyway. Jaylen Brown has already showed y'all he one of them. You feel what I'm saying? He one of the top players in the league, bro. It didn't matter who was next to him. He still was going to play how he was going to play. You feel me? And how he has played has led this team to where he has led them into the standings, bro. They pretty high up in the standings. I think they number 3. I think they like number 3 in the standings. You feel what I'm saying? Flip flops. You feel me? Flip flop 6, 7. You feel me? You flip flop and all that. You feel me? But they looking serious. You feel what I'm saying? And they got the role players, bro. They got Peyton Pritchard over there playing like God. You feel me? He playing like, I don't know if he playing above his like pedigree or like above his level. You feel what I'm saying? Or he always been like that? Because he, to me, I thought he was just the last minute shot chucker boy. You feel what I'm saying? He was just hitting the shots at the last minute. Then he turned into the, you know what I mean, one of those solid role players. You feel what I'm saying? He damn near was like Derek White. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I don't know. That he looked like number 2. He looked like the number 2 guy over there. Like, boy, he been hooping. You feel what I'm saying? And I think somebody compared Caitlin Clark to him. You feel what I'm saying? But like he playing like a Caitlin Clark in that joint. You know, Caitlin Clark a monster. You feel what I'm saying? He is, bro. He playing like an elite level. You feel what I'm saying? He is. He playing at an elite level. That's another word that I do also have, though, in the playoffs. When you come to stuff like that in the playoffs, bro, your role players, sometimes they shrink. Sometimes they can't play at that level. You feel what I'm saying? Not saying him, though. He look like he got blood and, you know what I mean, ice in the veins. You feel what I'm saying? But you feel me? Playing above your level, that don't always go well in the playoffs. You feel me? That's something that we're going to have to watch out for. But all in all, that's the Eastern Conference right there. Those are the top 4. that I feel like can really win the conference, and it's really up to them. It's a toss up in between them. So y'all let me know in the comments who y'all think out of those four, or if y'all think if y'all got a dark horse in the Eastern Conference, and y'all think that can win. Y'all let me know in the comments. You feel what I'm saying? But that's pretty much how I feel about the East. But all in all, though, back to a comment, you feel me, that my pop made. It's looking like a Western Conference year. You feel me? It's definitely looking like a Western Conference year. Because ultimately, I don't feel like any of these teams can beat the Western Conference. Not just OKC, because I don't know who can beat OKC. You feel what I'm saying? Some of them teams in the West been giving them problems. You feel what I'm saying? The Spurs been giving them hell. You feel me? But some of them teams been giving them problems. You know, this, that, and the third. They got health concerns, this, and the third. But even with other players missing, like the top three missing, you got Chet, J-Dub, SGA missing. I think they smoked the Eastern Conference. I think they smoked the Eastern Conference teams. Whatever team, bro. No main player in there, John. They smoking them with just like J. Will, Alex Caruso, Cason Wallace, like Lou Dort. Like they smoking them with just them. Like they're that good, bro. They really are that good, bro. I don't know what happened. I don't know where they drafted all these players. Some of these players is from overseas. You feel what I'm saying? Presti put together some shit, boy. I ain't even gonna lie. They looking good over there. I don't think these teams can beat the Nuggets in the 7-game series. You feel what I'm saying? These teams, to me, in the Eastern Conference, give me the same vibes that I get from the Lakers, the same vibes that I get from the Rockets, the same vibes that I get from the Timberwolves. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, all right, y'all good, but are y'all good enough? Are y'all good enough to beat Joker in them? Are y'all good enough to beat OKC in them? You feel me? Are y'all even good enough to beat the Spurs in them? Because the Spurs number 2 in the conference or something like that. You feel what I'm saying? Are y'all good enough to beat those guys? And I don't think so. I don't think nobody in the Eastern Conference, no team in the Eastern Conference can win the final. I think they all lose to any of the Western Conference teams that come out of the West. You feel what I'm saying? But we'll talk about the West tomorrow. You feel me? Other than that, you feel me? We got the MVP race heating up a little bit. You know who I'm voting for. I'm voting for my dog Luka. You feel what I'm saying? But SGA and Jokic is looking like the 1 and 2 is looking like it's up to them two again. You feel what I'm saying? SGA is probably doing enough to win that. You feel what I'm saying? Lee in the league. You feel me? Leading the Western Conference. Some of his teammates have been hurt in and out of the lineup. He said he has survived. You feel what I'm saying? He just got injured. You feel what I'm saying? Right before the break. So he's been holding it down for the team with injuries and all. You feel what I'm saying? By himself, scoring over 30. You feel what I'm saying? My man cooking again. Same season that he had last year, pretty much. Again. You feel me? And Jokic is Jokic. You know what I mean? What else? I'm tired of talking about the man. You feel what I'm saying? He's a GOAT. You feel me? I'm tired of talking about him. You feel what I'm saying? He's a GOAT. He's a GOAT. Here you go. You feel me? He's just a GOAT. You feel me? He just video game numbers every time he plays. You feel me? But y'all let me know who y'all got for MVP. I'm still voting for Luka. He a dark horse. You feel what I'm saying? We gonna have to come up in them standings. It's always the standings with this guy, bro. I'm telling you, it's always the standings. We'll talk about it tomorrow. You feel what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about it tomorrow. But that's it. That's all my content we got for today. You feel what I'm saying? That was my breakdown of the Eastern Conference, who I think the top 4 are. You feel what I'm saying? Did I give you my pick of who I got to win that? Damn. I'm still going with the Knicks. I'm still rocking with the Knicks because I feel like they're going to be the healthiest. I feel like they're going to outlast. They got 2 Iron Men over there, JB, Mikal Bridges. You feel what I'm saying? They last up pretty good. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like they could probably pull it out. You feel me? But you know the playoffs are coming up. You feel me? I still got time. I still got like a month left. You feel what I'm saying? To really lock in on who I think is going to win the Eastern Conference. You feel me? But other than that, y'all let me know who y'all think is going to win the Eastern Conference. Is it the top 4 that I name? Is it somebody else? You feel what I'm saying? Can the 76ers win it? Can they win it? Can Embiid come back and win it? You feel what I'm saying? Probably not. But, you know, a man can dream. You feel me? Philly. Other than that, though, y'all let me know y'all takes in the comments. You feel me? That is everything I got for y'all today. And enjoy the rest of your night. Peace. And don't forget, watch basketball, bro.